What's up everybody, welcome back here on the channel. It's time for another top 10 video and I thought I'll show you my 10 favorite unlicensed, generic, fantasy, whatever you call that, castings from Hot Wheels. You know, I guess most of the diecast collectors are only after licensed models, and when I started collecting I also only bought licensed stuff and I thought that would never change, but you know, the more you get into this hobby, the more you see, the more you learn, you might realize that there are some pretty good unlicensed castings from Hot Wheels. And you can see them already here in the background. And I would say we get started with my personal number 10, which is this thing here. This one is called Limited Grip, and yeah, obviously this is a heavily modified pickup truck. It doesn't have a hood, so we can see some engine details. It's coming with a huge wing here on the roof, and this red interior looks pretty aggressive, and yeah, seems to be pretty loud. I hope you can see this here on the back. It says King of Sound, and this one is also my number 10 because I really like the deco on this one. Black Widow exhaust. This thing looks really cool. It's a pretty nice color combination. This one with the chrome 10 spokes. We also saw blue version, or the color combination blue and black with the golden or copper rims, and chrome base. This one also looks pretty cool, and we also have a third version that I couldn't find so far, but yeah, these two versions are pretty cool in my opinion. And the limited grip, our number 10, goes into the parking lot. And we go on with number 9. This one is called Group C Fantasy. So, I mean, yeah, the name says a lot. I think the Group C, this racing series, ended in 1993 or something. But yeah, this is kind of a model that mimics these cars, or is kind of an idea how they could look in the future, something like that. And I think this one looks pretty cool. I like the color combination. I like these mismatched wheels, looks pretty good. And yeah, obviously this is a track car. As you can see, the body is plastic and the base is metal. And we got this front that is a little bit or lifted or whatever you call it. So this thing for sure is pretty fast on a track and looks kind of good. We had a second version in yellow, and there's also a third version, I think, in blue, yeah, that I don't own so far. But yeah, this is my personal number 9. We go on with number 8. And this is a food truck, and this one is called the Quick Bite. And yeah, this is a really cool version in my opinion. Like the color and these flames on the side. It's really cool. And there is also a person in there. It looks a little bit like Darth Vader or something, that sells the hot chicken. This basically, I think it's a pretty old casting. I think the original version came out in 1984, and back then it was called the Good Humor Truck. It got retooled 2 times, I think 2017 and 2018 or 19. You know, in the past, these models had a lot of metal in it, and I guess the first versions were you got a body out of metal and the base made out of plastic. And yeah, now it's the other way around. We have a plastic body and a metal base. And yeah, now it's called the Quick Bite. And you know, food trucks are always kind of cool. I think there's also an ice cream truck version of this thing, but I just or I only have a carded version. So here's the hot chicken truck in green variation, which is also pretty cool. Pretty nice. So that was number 8, and yeah, it only gets better and better. Number 7 is the Dimachinni Veloce. So in my opinion, this casting kind of mimics, and let's say, Italian sports car or yeah, race car from the 70s. And yeah, this is a really cool casting. It comes, first of all, this is a pretty cool version. I think this is the latest version. Comes with a lot of rally deco on the side and also on the roof. I also like the color, kind of a turquoise. I mean, yes, these red rims are a little bit controversial, but I think they match the car very well. Really like this one. Not sure if you can see it. This thing has always a spare tire in the interior. And yeah, I really like this one. There are several versions. You know, often Hot Wheels does the same, let's say the same deco in 2 different variations, which you can see here. So we got green and yeah, turquoise. Let's put the original or the latest version in the background. And the first 2 versions, these 2 guys, which are also pretty cool in red and blue. Really nice. You know, I like it when these cars have a lot of deco on them, racing or rally livery. Always pretty nice. Very cool casting, in my opinion. Now, we go on with number 6, which is the Raijin Express. I hope I spelled this right. By the way, this was a treasure hunt. And in my opinion, this isn't the coolest version of the Raijin Express, but unfortunately, it's the only version that I do own loose. I really regret that I didn't buy more of them, so let's put this guy to the side. I think this one here was the original version, and look at this. This is so cool. Over and over chrome, and yeah, I really regret that I didn't buy more of these. I can show you some other versions. There was a pretty cool golden version, another chrome version, and I am missing one version completely. Unfortunately, I really regret that I didn't buy this. So this thing here is, I think, what they call in Japan Decotora trucks. So as far as I know, these are, yeah, it's a kind of an abbreviation for decorated trucks. And you know, there are people, they are building, or yeah, let's say tune their trucks and make them look really good. And some of them, yeah, put a lot of chrome parts on them. And yeah, I saw pictures from real trucks that kind of look like these. It's always pretty interesting. If you are a Hot Wheels collector, you always learn something new. And yeah, pretty nice generic casting. So now let's get to the top 5 and we get started with something without wheels. So obviously this is a key fob, as you can see. It's bare metal and in my opinion pretty cool. This one is called the Coupe Clip. So it's yeah, kind of a generic coupe. Looks really good and came out in several versions. We saw a black one, a red one, and also a blue one. And yeah, I really like these, and yeah, it's a casting that I will collect in the future. And in my opinion, oops, that's a pretty neat idea. But there is more to that. So yeah, this was number 5, and number 4 is related to this one. So there is a, yeah, let's say generic car or model that relates to this key fob. This is the latest version. As you can see, or I hope you see it, the shape is the same, but the first version that came out really corresponds to the silver one. Let's put them this side by side. And I think this is a really, really cool idea, that you have this key fob thing and yeah, a real generic coupe. And this one's looking really, really good. I think it's a cool idea. They also made corresponding one for this black and gold key fob, which is also pretty cool. Yeah. This is called, I hope I mentioned it already, the El Segundo Coupe. Really neat idea. And yeah, by the way, we haven't seen corresponding versions for these two. Instead, we got this one. So yeah, it could be that the next key fob comes with this color combination. I don't know. Neat idea. So this was number 4, and now we get to the top 3. And my personal number 3 is this thing here. This is called the Brickin Delivery. And yeah, as you can see, kind of a delivery van. And yeah, any of you might already know, this comes with removable parts, as you can see. This is the latest version, by the way, the one with the flames. I'll show I think this was, the green one was the first version. I'm not really sure, or maybe this one. But yeah, it's kind of a cool idea, especially, you know, for kids when they're playing with this stuff. You can change the parts. And by the way, there are some other, yeah, brick models like this thing here, which is called the custom small block, or another one is this thing here, the brick and mortar. But I think the Brickin Delivery is still the best of these, and yeah, it's the only one that I want to collect. But what I wanted to show you, if you take off the parts from this one here and you know, you get a you get a new model, and I think this doesn't look too bad. So once again, for kids, I think it's a neat idea. You can play with that. Rolls very well. Cool idea. Yeah, looks pretty good. So let's put the original together. As you can see, it comes with a lowered stance. And yeah, I'm not really sure if you can see it. There's the Hot Wheels logo here on the front. A really nice generic model. So number 2 is this one here. I chose the Golf version of the Glory Chaser. Yeah, I would say this mimics sports car roadster from the, I would say, 1960s. In my opinion, it reminds me of a little bit of the Jaguar E-Type. And yeah, it's really cool. By the way, I think there was a super version of this one here, Spectraflame Blue. Couldn't find it for sure, but I think this one is a generic that looks really good in Golf Deco. I know that not everybody's liking that, but I think it's okay. The latest version is this one here in orange, also with Racing Deco, Goodyear logo on the side. And the first two versions looked like this. Also pretty nice. I mean, you could imagine seeing one of these in races in the 60s, in my opinion. Very nice costume. So the Glory Chaser goes into the parking lot. Now the big question is, which model is number 1? And my personal favorite is this guy, the Mighty K. This thing mimics one of these Japanese K trucks, and I think they've done a really good job. I really like this one. As you can see, we've got some details, a skateboard in the back, molded in, a spare tire. We also get lensed headlights, and this one comes with a chrome base, and so we get a kind of a chrome grille. This thing is, yeah, cute and looking good. I really like it. And yeah, they did several versions of this one. I can't remember which one was the first one. I think it was the white version, and as you can see, saying Ryu Asada all over the car. I think it was the last model that was designed or developed by Ryu Asada. And yeah, pretty cool. Same deco, came in pink livery, also very cool. Then we saw it in red, and there was also a super version of this one. I do have it. I really found it in store. One of the rare supers that I found in my life as a collector. And yeah, then we saw this one, and this guy here is the latest version. So there you have it. My favorite Hot Wheels or my favorite unlicensed generic fantasy castings from Hot Wheels with my personal number one, the Mighty K. I hope you did enjoy this video. Thank you for watching. Happy hunting and see you next time. Bye.